I have Get Out, which is starring Allison Williams, who you might recognize from Girls. She's also Brian Williams' daughter. It also stars Daniel Kaluuya from Black Mirror and Skins, and Bradley Whitford, Catherine Keener, Lil Rel Howery, and Stephen Root. This is the directorial debut of Jordan Peele, who is from Key & Peele, who we all know is like a comedy genius, and he's smart as a whip. But what we're learning from this film is that he can also write and direct a politically and racially charged thriller like a champion, because this thing is amazing. It's a little to a lot bit twisted. It's about a young interracial couple. She's white, he's black, and she's taking him home to meet her parents for the first time. It's some big fancy weekend they're having, and that alone is an entire movie, right? Like meeting the parents, having an interracial couple meet the parents is an entire movie. In fact, it's made into...
Guess who's coming to dinner?
Exactly, with Sidney Poitier. It's been a story since 1967, so that's its own thing on its own, right? So then we've got this extra layer to this film, and they get there, and of course nothing is as it seems, and I am not going to talk about the plot because so much of it depends on you going on the journey with the characters, and I don't want to spoil it for you. Things definitely get weird. I went into it expecting, they keep saying it's a horror movie, and I don't know if that's actually an accurate representation. I think it's more thriller-y. I kept expecting things to like pop out at me, and like that might happen occasionally, but it's really more about like the tension and like the slow seeping stuff. It's also got great funny moments, because you can't have a Jordan Peele movie apparently without funny moments, and that's a great thing. Definitely go see this movie in theaters with an audience. In fact, if you can see this movie in theaters with an audience with people who are like a diverse background, I think that really enhances the experience, because you'll hear people laughing at different things. And what I really loved about this movie is it actually makes you think, and you just have to be hyper aware. We're in such like a racially charged time right now that it's impossible to not address these things. And so if you are able to see this movie with a different audience, you can hear why people are laughing at different things, and you're wondering, or like scared at different things, and you're like, why are they laughing at that? Why am I laughing at this? And it honestly like makes you think about race and representation and all of these things. So it's not an easy topic right now, and this movie addresses it head on, and it's great to see that, and it also be a good movie. Like, it doesn't have to just be about that.
I was going to say, this sounds to me like, I don't really like going to horror films. A lot of them are just kind of stupid. This sounds like there's really a lot of depth to it.
There is so much depth to it, and it's not a perfect film. Like, there are definitely issues. There are a couple of questions I had after that I'm like, okay, plot-wise, like, this is a little weird. But if you just go into it and then you embrace it, I think the conversation you will have after it is actually most interesting. And I see a lot of movies, so it takes a lot for me to want to see a movie again, to see it from a different perspective. And once you see it through and you see all the plot stuff, like, I actually encourage you to go back and see it again, because I think it'll completely change your perspective on it. And again, it was like so refreshing. We've had so many bomb movies this year, to see something that like was actually sort of challenging, but also funny and entertaining at the same time. So I'm going to give it 4.2.
4.2 is a great. That's one of the best ratings you've ever given.
Hey, wait. Dana, before you leave, please, since the Oscars are this weekend, we need to know your picks: Best Supporting Actor, Actress, Best Actor, Actress, and Best Picture. Start with Best Supporting Actress.
Okay, Best Supporting Actress, I think it's going to go Viola Davis. I would like to see Octavia Spencer take it home, but I think it's going to go to Viola Davis for Fences. As for actor in a supporting role, again, this is one where I actually hope the Academy agrees with me, because the Academy is run by what we like to call Q-tips, which are old white men with like white hair.
I love that.
They have been trying to diversify, so I really, really hope Mahershala Ali takes it home for Moonlight, because he gave, I think, the strongest performance. I almost hoped, I wish I'd seen him nominated in like leading actor, but he wasn't in the film long enough to, I guess, qualify for that. Actress in a leading role. This is another one where Emma Stone's going to take it. I don't think anyone can challenge her. The dark horse would be Isabelle Huppert for Elle, but I really think it's Emma Stone's year. I didn't love La La Land as much as everyone else did, so I'm going to be like the minority opinion on this thing. Actor in a leading role is one I'm very torn on. I don't think Casey Affleck deserves it because of his personal behavior. I don't think we should be rewarding his personal life, and you're welcome to sort of Google what that I'm talking about here. But I think Ryan Gosling could challenge him, but I think unfortunately it's going to go to Casey Affleck. And as for Best Picture, I think it's going to go to La La Land, just because everyone seems to love La La Land. I would have liked to see a different film take it home. I think Moonlight deserves it. Moonlight is the dark horse here.
I agree.
Yeah, the part of it is La La Land is such a Hollywood film about Hollywood people and a Hollywood wish fulfillment that if all the people voting are kind of in Hollywood, okay, it's easy for them to do that. But I think Moonlight was definitely the most challenging film of last year. So I really hope, one, everyone should just go see it or rent it or buy it. But two, I hope it takes home the Oscar, but I think La La Land's going to win.
Well, I hope you win the bets you have on those films.
I know, this is like my Super Bowl.
This is it, exactly.